All right, 2021 Forest River Salem Cruise Light toy hauler, or as I like to call it, a trailer with a back door. So far happy with it. I've gone out camping with it a couple times. Have seen a few issues, and I thought I'd just kind of point them out for you guys to see, and maybe before you pick yours up, you can inspect it at the dealer a little bit better than I did. Not going to blame the dealer on this one at all. We really rushed them to get it so we could take it on a trip, kind of last minute thing. So, you know, our dealer told us to definitely make a punch list and bring it back to them. And shout out to those guys. They did really good. Fun Time RV in Tualatin. Treated us really well. Got a good price on it, I think. No hidden fees or nothing like that. So, you know, I highly recommend that dealer. Fun Time RV in Tualatin. And like I said, they were really good to deal with there. So I'm not blaming them for what we found on this thing. We really put the coals to them. They only had one day to inspect this thing for us, and we had a big trip coming. So anyways, let me show you a couple things that I found, and just keep an eye open. You know, I don't know if this is a build quality thing or you know, manufacturing in a rush. These things are hard to get right now, but here we go. I'll show you a couple things that I don't care for so far, and one of them was down underneath here. A single battery on this one, but what I found, if I can get my screen on here, was this hose right here, when everything was installed, was actually right on that little self-tapping screw right there. So something to watch out for. Just nip that off. A nut and a bolt, I think, would have been better. The other thing too is right here in the corner. Kind of hard to see, maybe. Right here in the corner, the insulation's kind of pulled back, exposed wood. So I'll have to figure out something about that. Don't really care for that. This electrical line, I'm not sure what this one goes to. Marker RV or whatever, but boy, they have got it just twisted. I think when they zipped it down, you know, the thing probably spun around, pulled this thing taut, pinched her pretty flat there. So, you know that's going to rub through eventually. And yeah, how about you guys? I don't really care for zip tying main lines to a gas line. I mean, it's doable, but not my favorite thing. And Northwest package. So a Northwest package trailer has exposed breakers with just standard crimp electrical connectors. You know, everything open. And I don't know about you guys, in the Northwest, moisture, those things ain't long for the world here. So I'll definitely be taking care of that. Some sort of sealed junction block. You know, they make them. Probably find something for a boat. You know, something that'll last in this area. And then up here, kind of hard to see too. So I can get this thing to focus on it for you guys. Come on, there we go. You know, they didn't get the tucked up underneath there all the way, or it's gotten pulled out. But it's definitely something I need to get fixed or taken care of. One thing we've noticed, and I'm sure this is first thing on, so you know it's gonna be a catch-all. But inside the trailer, we've been finding metal shavings everywhere. In the bed, around the bed. I got some pictures of it. Under the counters, behind the sinks. Just, you know, every time we move it, drive it somewhere, we come back, we have to sweep up just all these little metal shavings. And you can definitely hear them. I don't know if you guys can hear it on the camera or not, but this thing is just full of them. So definitely take a look at that. Kind of think it's odd that that part back there is fully insulated. Not quite sure. Don't really like how that tank
sure that's our water tank back there, sags like that with those straps. Dealer says it's okay to drive with them full when we leave, but definitely will be maybe beefing them up a little bit. Some thicker straps, build those. Kind of a open area here, you know. I don't know, that to me, we're out in the country. That is definitely a place for some pests to get into, so make a cover go over this or something like that. I do have some upgrades to do. I want to do an inverter, so that might be nice for running some electrical down for right now, or probably down the other side actually. So anyhow, that's kind of the things I've seen underneath. The other thing that kind of really bugs me about this is, like I said, if you can see it there, not sure on that sewer line over there, kind of in the middle of this long open section of the frame there. You got to go over something, you know, you're going to get a hump, go over the hump or something like that. I am worried about that catching and snapping off, so I think I'm going to build a little skid plate for that or something like that. You know, we like going to out in the woods, sand dunes, you know, forestry service areas, state, you know, federal land, stuff like that, just boondocking. So I want to make sure if I get down into a rut or something like that, or got to go over one of those drainage ditches, you know, little angled cuts that they put in the road, that I don't drag that and snap that off. So, and a few other things, loose hanging pipes down there. Let me move down there and I'll show you that stuff. So hang on one second. All right, here's that better view of that sewer pipe. Kind of see that baby hangs down there pretty good, so should be pretty easy to do. Well, come off here with something, you know, just make a skid plate, keep it tight underneath, come back up, just something simple. Don't really want to knock that off. Kind of a, you know, they're probably trying to pump these things out as fast as they can right now. And the other thing too, you know, might be a reason for it, but I guess hard lines, so they're not really gonna shake around too much. The other thing I haven't found out yet, my brakes. The brakes on this thing are horrible. Got several other trailers I pull, so pull with an 06 Super Duty factory brake controller. No problems on any of the other trailers, so something in here feels like I've got one axle of brakes and maybe one axle of brakes. Gonna dig in that today or tomorrow, find out if it's just weak ground, get my multimeter out, come back here, see how many volts I'm actually getting back here. Could be something simple. The other thing I don't like is, you know, they put this stuff here and it just doesn't look like it's actually sealing up a lot. I can put my finger up in there in a lot of these places, so make something a little bit better on that. Now these are ground, so I'm not too worried about them rubbing there, but like I said, that's just more places for critters to get. Not really sure, maybe they built it afterwards or something like that, but if this is just a ground, put them on the inside. You know, might have to reach around, can't get there with a zip gun. And everything they use here is self-tapping screws, which it's production, so it's kind of what you get. Tires, not real factory stock tires. We're gonna upgrade those. You know, they'll work for this year. We're not doing too much with it. I got a small side-by-side I'll haul in here. Nothing crazy. Just a little 900S. So not a lot of weight, but still a lot of miles. You know, towed really good with the side-by-side in there. Seemed like it stayed in place, but you can kind of get a better view of that. Maybe. There we go. You know, there is not a lot of room between that axle and my water tank. So do something there. Sure, it's in between a couple cross members, and if I just take those straps there off, either water jet out some newer ones or actually just a piece of C channel on there would be better. Or unless someone tells me something different, maybe they want them bent like that because it's a bladder tank or something and they don't want real hard edge, maybe. I'm not sure. Kind of your tank drain right in there. So low point drain. Looks like it's pretty easy to get to. Kind of hard to see right here too. Another thing to look out for. Check your lug nuts. I actually had a couple lug nuts come loose. Loose, not come off, just loose. You know, aluminum rims, something new. Just bring your wrench with you. Right here, you know, same thing. Brake wires, your hot brake wires, right up against the frame right here. Yeah, I don't like that. Get some sleeving over that, or poke a hole, come through the plastic and then to your axle. Probably would have been better. Hey, I'm gonna upgrade the shackles, greasable at least, you know. I've got a couple of the other Dexter ones, gold ones with a little cushion in there. I can't tell you if it makes a big difference or not. Do like the strong arms. First time I've had those on a trailer, and I think it makes a difference. It really feels really stable in there when these things are down and set down right. And let me see here. Underneath the back, do I have anything? Like just standard electrical. These things, anybody in the trailer industry, you know, semi trucks, trailers, pneumatic stuff. I do quite a bit with that. That's kind of my full-time gig. These right here are a money maker for technicians. You know, get some good heat shrink crimps on there. Last you a lifetime. Pull these off, get some dielectric in there, and you know, they'll last forever. They'll do good. Gotta cut a couple more ovals out, put a couple backup lights in there. I realized I'd really like that. Spare tire, full-size spare, not bad. Yeah, sure. That's just probably just bracing for the spare tire, maybe. Didn't know if that looked like a receiver support or something. But maybe even room under the back for some drop-down shelf storage or something like that. Thought about a fuel tank. Put my own fuel tank back here for the toy hauler. Not quite sure on that. Yeah, it's not insulated back here either. That's Northwest package, maybe because they consider that part of the garage, which it's not really garage. It's open in there, but sure would have been nice to have that all insulated. You know, I don't think there's, I mean, that's the floor right there, so, you know, but like they said, Northwest package. Huh. Not quite sure on that, but you know, looks like everything's fairly decently coated. You know, I don't know if we'll ever undercoat a trailer or not. That's definitely not out of the blues. Gonna keep this thing for a while. Same thing, zip screws everywhere. I drill those out. One nut and a bolt. You know, they didn't even kind of get that one all the way down. Production. Gotta get these things out. Everybody wants a trailer right now. You know, you kind of see this stuff there. You know, just, you know, little areas where I think they could have done better. Don't know that. Well, someone wipe their finger off. But anyhow, just wanted to show you this is just a few things on the outside I've seen. You know, let me know if you want to see something else, or maybe if you want to see some of my repairs I do, I'll shoot some of that stuff and let you guys know how I did it. Get that tucked back up in there. You know, that's just gonna, that right there is just gonna keep coming down and getting in the way, or you're gonna put it in this channel. Just naturally goes in that channel where all the water's gonna sit, and you know, corrode those wires out on your brake lights. So anyways, and then next video will be on a whole list of stuff on the inside. So anyways, 2021 Forest River Salem toy hauler. You know, if you're not in a hurry and you crawl around this thing before you buy it, you know, you probably can get those guys to get all that stuff fixed. 1 year warranty. Like I said, our dealer said just, you know, make them a punch list and they'll take care of any defects, which, you know, some of it's just cheap, some of it is defects, you know. So a lot of this stuff I'm sure is going to be on me. So anyways, thanks for watching, and thank you.